If you're a really big fan of mine and you're watching all my videos, then you know exactly how to start this question. Get rid of A, get rid of C. Why? Because a period and a semicolon are basically the same thing. They are both used to separate two complete sentences. Most of the time with a semicolon, 98% of the time, that's what it's going to do. We don't have to worry about the other 2% where it could be a complicated list. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch my lesson on semicolons to get that extra little exception. But that means we're basically deciding between the soft punctuation mark of a comma or the harder punctuation mark of a colon. And with a colon, we need to have a complete sentence beforehand. We have some flexibility with what comes after, but it needs to be a complete sentence beforehand. So let's take a look. About 70,000 meteorites have been found on Earth. Although most meteorites are fragments of asteroids, several hundred have been identified as being from the moon or Mars. So hopefully you hear this. The first part is not a sentence. Although most meteorites are fragments of asteroids, that is a lead-in clause, that is an intro clause. So that is not a sentence, meaning we cannot use the colon here. We have to use a comma. And basically the reason why is the main sentence is what comes after. Several hundred have been identified as being from the moon or Mars. That's my main sentence. And the although is making this an extra clause, a descriptive dependent clause that is at the beginning of the sentence leading into the main sentence, and we use commas to join those extra clauses to my main sentence. So this is basic grammatical structure in English. I do think we are assisted by the fact that we don't even need to worry about the period and the semicolon. If you ever see choices where you have one of each and the wording is identical, if the wording changes, different story, but if the wording is identical, then you can usually cross them both out very confidently and then decide on what's left. And luckily, a colon also has very strict rules that help us understand what's going on. So you might not have known why we needed a comma here, but hopefully if you understood the other punctuation marks just through process of elimination, you would have gotten the right answer.